One day, I had a dream. One night I had a dream. And in that dream, I was standing about this distance away from the railroad tracks. And while I was in that dream, there were certain things that I was not able to do. I did move, not even my head. I didn't walk forward. I didn't walk back to the side. I didn't turn around. I couldn't move my head or my eyes. I was sitting in a stationary position like this, looking at what was directly in front of me. Now, in this dream, at the same time, I was standing at a certain railroad crossing, and there was, I was on the street. And in the dream, there was cars that were coming across the tracks, back and forth on both sides. Now, one thing that had happened was that a train horn was sounding in the background, going mrrr, 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 and I couldn't move. But even though that train horn was going, the cars were still crossing back and forth, back and forth. They weren't stopping. So one thing that I noticed is that nobody took heed of the horn. Nobody took heed of the train that was coming. And when I woke up from that dream, the Lord gave me the interpretation, and I felt this urgency in my heart. And I thought this had something to do with the end times, because there are things that are coming in this life, and God is sounding the alarm. The horn is blaring over and over and over again, but people are still moving through this world like they don't see it. They're still crossing over the tracks, back and forth, people walking across the tracks, people driving across the tracks. But when that train comes, it's not stopping for nobody. When that train comes, anything that's in its way is getting torn up. It's over with when that train comes. When that train hits, it's over with. And I gotta say, are you ready for that train to come? Do you hear the alarm blaring in the background? Are you going through life like it's nothing but a dream? Like life isn't what it truly is. Life is alive. And you can't be sitting over here crossing the train tracks whenever the train horn is blaring, because when that train gets here, it's gonna get here. Another thing I noticed while I was in that dream is the reason I couldn't move around. I couldn't see when the train was coming. I didn't know what direction the train was coming from. But I knew there was a train coming because I heard the horn. In the same way, we know that God's judgment is coming quickly upon this world because we could see the signs in the media and just in politics and anything else that's going on across the world. The persecution that is coming to the brothers and sisters that are in other places of the world. You hear the horns. The horn is sounding over and over and over. And the Bible has told us about this years in advance, lifetimes and lifetimes ago. Thousands and thousands of years ago, it was written. And all I gotta say is, are you ready for what's written? Are you ready for what's about to come upon this world? Because when it comes, it's not gonna be pretty. And as you know, when a train comes, it cannot stop. That train cannot stop easily. It will take a long time for that train to stop. And the train that's coming upon this world is not gonna stop. It's going to keep going until it gets to the point it needs to get to. So y'all need to stay prayed up in Jesus' name.